up, beauties? Hello, girlfriend. It is time for another hygiene video. We had a special request for a fall winter hand situation, so we're going to do a cold weather hand hygiene video. That's what we're doing today. I have the driest hands in life. You might as well call them little baby sandpapers, okay? Because that's what they be feeling like. But we are going to remedy that today. I'm going to show you what I do for my hands, and we'll see if you could use some of them. Let's get into it. I have several items I'm going to show you. I will try to link as many of them as I can in the description box. If I can't find the exact one, I will link something similar to it that I have used or would like to use or that's in my cart to get. All those things. So rest assured, I will try to link everything. Most of my stuff does come from Amazon, luckily. So I will link as much of it as I can, and we can go ahead and get started. Before you get started with anything, ladies, anything at all, make sure you have your wrist guards. Aren't they so cute? They're pink. I love pink. But you want to put these babies on, and they're so simple. I mean, they just pop on your arm, super simple like that. I usually don't have mine all the way to the wrist because if I'm washing my hands, I don't want them necessarily getting wet right away and having that wet, icky feeling. So I will kind of have mine a little bit down from my wrist to give me a little bit more room to actually like work that product or that soap or that whatever into my hand all the way down to my wrist. So I will have mine a little bit farther down so I can get my whole entire hand and wrist in there. So super simple, super nice. You can usually get these as like packs. Sometimes you can get these individual. I have a daughter, so I love to get things in packs because I like to share with my daughter. And sometimes if I have friends and I know I'm gonna want to make like a self-care basket, I will get a pack and then share them with my friends and make them like a little self-care cup or a basket or something like that. But these are clutch. You need these even on an everyday basis for when you're doing your facials, washing your face, whatever it is, and you don't want water running all down your arms. You put these on and it's going to catch it and soak it up. You get done, take it off, lay it on the counter, let them dry out, and then put them up. So super simple, super easy. I have a little container that I bought from Amazon, from my Amazon organizing set that I keep them in perfectly, which I'll show you. They fit perfectly in there and they fit in my little drawer so easy. So I love it. I love these. I love pink, but you can find these in any color, a lot of designs, but definitely get you some of these before we ever even get started, and pop them on and let's get started. Whatever hygiene video is starting from a clean base. So that is simply washing your hands. Wash your hands, girl, with some kind of soap that you love, some kind of antibacterial soap. If you want just an experience, you can wash them with some smell good soap and wash and smell as you're washing, because I am a like sniff girl. I like to sniff everything, okay? I love sniffing things that smell good. So wash your hands, get a clean base, and then you want to, while you're washing your hands, wash up under those fingernails. If you've got fingernails like me, baby, you need to be scrubbing up under them. The last thing you want is to reach out your hand to get some change and you've got stuff, food, mustard, ketchup, all that sitting up under your nails. Baby, that is not cute. So get you a brush, and you want to take your brush and make sure you soap it up after you clean, wash your hands just as a general base. Then go back, wet your brush, put some soap on there, and scrub your nails. Scrub on top of your nails, scrub underneath your nails. You can usually buy these little guys at your beauty supply store. You can get them online. I got mine off of Amazon, which I will show you up in the corner. And they came in quite a big pack. So you can even share these. You can put these in each of your restrooms. You can put one in your work bag to take to work. They are clutch. They are very, very sturdy. The bristles look really good on them. I even had some coloring on my hands from a project I was doing, and the bristles didn't even stain. It does have like a little keyhole there so you can hang it up on a hook if you wanted to put one in your shower or something like that for when you're doing kind of an everything shower situation. So yeah, scrub up under those nails. So that is first thing first. It's just starting from a super clean base. The next thing is going to be to exfoliate. exfoliate. One of my favorite parts of self-caring for my body, of hygiening for my body, is doing a good scrub. Now, I actually do a double scrub when I'm doing my hands. My hands, I'm a little bit older, maybe we're a little bit seasoned over here, okay? So they're kind of starting to get like the dry, crepey situation going on. And so I like to go in and do a double scrub. So you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, my favorite kind of more, I'm gonna call it abrasive-y type scrubs, are the Equate scrubs and the Tree Hut scrubs. I love both of those. I kind of interchangeably use them. I buy them both all the time because I can't choose, because I love them both. One does have like a different grit than the other, but they are both excellent choices. But also I have a finer scrub, and it's from Bath and Body Works, and it is so fine and smooth, and it's not gonna stay around long. She's not here for a long time at all, honey, just a good time, okay? She's going to be gone in 2.5 rubs. So I will do the more abrasive one first, and then I'll do the lighter one second. And that's just to kind of like give myself a good, smooth, clean base. I get calluses on the insides of my hands sometimes, do not know why. And so I will concentrate the Tree Hut and the Equate more on the inside of my hands and a little bit on the outside, and then the softer one mainly on the outside and a little bit less on the inside because it's already been exfoliated. So use a scoop, a spatula. You can use one of these guys. If you have one, I will link one down below because I believe this did come from Amazon, I think. Scoop it in there, brush it on. You can use your fingers, honey. You don't even have to have a tool. Listen, I use tools to feel fancy, okay? Because it is part of an experience for yourself. You're treating yourself, you're caring for yourself, you're loving yourself in this moment. And so it's not just about getting the job done like we do when we take showers most nights. It's also about, I'm loving on me. I'm treating me today, okay? And so you can get in there with your hand. I don't like things up under my nails, and so I will often use tools versus my nails because I don't like to get up under there. And remember, we just washed and scrubbed these puppies. I'm not trying to have to re-scrub. But dig in there, use a tool, get it out. And then first I concentrate on my palms, and I won't rub my ashy hands together so y'all don't have to hear that. But I will rub my hands, the palm of my hands together, really concentrating on the palms because this is where I tend to get calluses sometimes. You would think I worked out all the time, but we do not. And so I will literally do just like this. And I will rub any place that I feel like is really rough, all over my palms together. Then I'll take my hands and I will rub, and then my whole entire hand. But concentrate on the areas that you want to feel the softest or that you have the most problems with. And then I take it around and just kind of continue to scrub around and around. It very rarely gets under your nails at that point because you're just kind of concentrating on just the skin, not necessarily the fingernails. I don't want to disturb my paint on my nails, things of that sort. So not really necessarily concentrating on my nail bed with that harder, more abrasive scrub. So just kind of scrubbing the outside and then giving it a good rinse. Going in with your lighter scrub, doing the same thing, but more so on the outside. And so I'll get my little tool and kind of put it on the outside and then just kind of massage. And that one I will take and kind of go around my nail bed, not on it, around it. Because I get my fingernails done and it's usually paint and I don't want to scrub that off. So I'll take the softer one and I'll kind of go around the cuticles with it and on top, and then whatever's left kind of in the middle, and then a good wash. Okay, the next thing you want to do is get some kind of mask. Think about when you're doing your facials. We do, exfoliation, we do hydration, we do masks, we do steaming. Well, our hands are no different. And so grab you some kind of hand mask. And listen, if you can't find a hand mask you'd like to use, don't be afraid to use a face mask. Skin is skin is skin, okay? It's the same thing. Our bodies get wrinkles, our bodies get age spots, our bodies get all the things. And so all the good things we use on our face to keep them youthful and young, we can also use on those pretty hands. So don't be afraid of that. I did find this vitamin C clay mask with turmeric. This is the one that you will see me using in the video. It is very, very thick. Initially, it has like an orangish smell. I did notice it comes with a little brush, and I did notice that the brush so it comes with a little brush. So if you don't have one of those little spatula looking guys, it actually comes with its own little brush that I did use. I thought I was gonna be annoyed at this because it's so small, but it worked. But if you just want to like get it over with and not be doing those little baby strokes, you can just use something bigger like this. But it does come with its own. It's super small, super compact. There's nowhere to really put it because unlike some of the newer things, it doesn't clip or anything like that. But you can just keep it with your self-care things and your different brushes. But you just brush it on, you leave it on. It tells you for how long you leave it on. I will pop it up on the screen. And if you have one of those steamers that you would use for your face, I encourage you to use it. I mean, it will help the product sink into your skin more. I don't own one. I do have one in my cart to get, and I didn't get it on time to make this video. But if you have one of those facial steamers that you sit there and let it blow up on your face, do the same thing for your hands and help it penetrate into there so it's just not drying on its own. If you do have some of those kind of, you know how back in the day when we would do our hair, we would put like those juicy curl caps on to kind of keep the moisture in. Do the same thing for your hands. If you have some rubber gloves, plastic gloves, anything that you can put on to kind of help the stuff sink into your skin more. If you have one of those steamers, do that. Whatever to help it sink into your skin. We're trying to bring out the youthfulness in our beautiful hands. And so try that, leave it on, sit around, sip you a glass of wine, have conversation, talk on the phone, read a book, do something while you wait for the next step. Okay, after that, you want to make sure you give that a good rinse. Make sure there's nothing under those nails. If it is, go back in with your brush and brush it all off. That clay does tend to stick. It will get on and around your nails. So I did utilize my brush with just water, no soap, to kind of scrub and get it all off and help me get it really, really clean. I did not use soap after that. I literally just scrubbed it all off because I didn't want to mess with the sinking and juicing of the product. So I just scrubbed it off with water and patted my hands dry. Now, most of us, especially when you get up in age, have hair that gets on this part of your hand, right? Some ladies, I've even seen it be up here on this part, but I for sure will sometimes get it down there. And we're not trying to look like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. So we're gonna get that off. And so I will use one of these. These are the things that you use generally for your eyebrow shaping, you know, kind of shape around your eyebrows. Some people use it on their face to get the hair off their face. I buy them so that I can get the hair from around my eyebrows, my knuckles. Sometimes women will get hair on their toes. Wherever you need to get the hair off, that's just a little bit of an amount. So you can do two things. You can either use some kind of shaving cream, and I use this Eos shaving cream all the time, or you can simply do it with lotion, guys. You don't have to have shaving cream, but you can. And so I will use the shaving cream, put a dab on there, and then use this guy to kind of shave it off, give it a good rinse, pat with a napkin, and you're done. So definitely grab you one of these. I will link these down below. I really like it. It's wide enough to where I don't have to keep going over the same area all the time. And also they last a long time. You can use them in several areas. And I love black. Black is so classy, sexy, and sleek to me. I love black. And so I always get the pack of the black one. So I'll definitely leave that link down below, but get the hair off your knuckles if you got some, girl. If you don't, lucky you. And then you can just move on to the next step. Okay, so by now we have washed, cleansed, brushed, we have scrubbed, double scrubbed, we have done our mask and kind of let that sink in. We have cleaned our knuckles up, honey, you know, all the things. And so now we've patted dry. You know, it doesn't have to be super duper dry. I use napkins the whole time, not necessarily towels, but you can, whatever you want to use, honey, use it. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a toner. I like to use a toner on my hands. during the winter time, if you think about it, because you're driving, your hands get exposed to all kinds of like sun. Some people are just naturally born with like darker knuckles and darker spots and things like that. But the same way you want to tone and even out your face, I do that to my hands as well, guys, because I can notice after a while a visible difference in my skin colors on my hand. It's the craziest thing. And so I use this from Good Molecules, and it is the brightening toner. As you can see, I've kind of used different things, but this is the one that I've been buying lately. It is a new bottle of it, so we will show you what this looks like. So this is what it looks like, the bottle. And it basically says, dispense onto a cotton pad and gently sweep over your clean skin. So we have already cleaned our skin. It is ready to be toned, honey. And so we're going to tone them. So you're going to get just a cotton round, a cotton ball, cotton triangle, square, girl, whatever you want to use, okay? And then put some on there and just gently swipe over your hands and just let that sink in there. I would let that sink in there for a little while, maybe go, you know, do something you need to do, finish your chapter in your book, finish your YouTube vlog that you are watching, whatever you want to do. And let that kind of like sink and melt into the skin. Because we want a good, even toned hand when you're taking pictures, doing your vlogs. Some of you ladies are getting engaged and getting married, so you want to be able to show it off. You've got your nails done, so you want it to look good. So we just want that nice, even, buttery skin, and that kind of stuff will help with that. Moving on to the next thing. Okay, we've finished our video, drank our wine up, watched our TV show. It has sank in. The hands are feeling nice and like dry and replenished, but now it's time for moisture, because you might notice a little bit of ash. So we're going to moisturize, guys. And I do that by way of, first, a good old hand mask. Just like with my fall feet, we did feet masks. I like to do hand masks as well. So I have two different kinds here. I have two because my daughter and I normally do them together. But this one came from Sephora. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. If you can find this scent, it's the mango hand mask. Oh, it smelled so delicioso, okay? And I will show myself putting them on. You put them on, it has a little tab that you pull off, and it kind of wraps around the hand, and you just run around with them on for 15 minutes. And this is a different one. This one smells absolutely wonderful as well. As you can tell, this is more of a holiday season one. This is more of your everyday one here. They both smell good. They both feel wonderful. They both work. Sephora has a whole wall of these in different scents, and so I love that they have these, the face mask, the foot mask, everything. I really, really love them. So grab a couple of these, whichever one you want. I tend to go and I get the foot, face, and hand masks that all match, because I want to do my self-care usually at once. But grab these, put them on, and sit and have you that next glass of wine or whatever it is that you're doing. Turn the timer on for 15 minutes and let that marinate into your skin. You take them off. It kind of reminds me like a baby diaper. You take it off, wrap it up, throw it away, and then you sit there and you just rub the rest of that cream into your skin, just like you would if you put on lotion. You just rub it into your skin and just kind of like pat it in and make sure that it's real, you know, moisturized and sinking into the skin. Your hands are going to feel so soft because you have scrubbed them, reset them, and now you're moisturizing, honey. Chef kiss. Those hands are going to be ready to be shown. Okay, on to the next. One of the next and pretty much last things I like to do as far as getting my hands nice and supple and soft and ready for this cold weather is to hydrate my cuticles, and that's by way of cuticle oil. And so this comes in so many forms, guys. I have this one, which I think I got from Sally's. I have this one that is super old, and it came from Sally's as well. And then I have this one, and it came from Sally's as well. They are 3 different modes. So this one has a dropper style, if you can see that in there. It has a dropper. This one is a brush on. And then this one is a cream. And the cream is a little bit harder to me, and it's also a little harder to get rubbed in and concentrated unless you have just your natural nail. If you have fake nails, it likes to try to collect around the fake nail, around the tip. So I don't use this one as much unless I'm in between nail sets, but I generally will use these two because it's oil based. It's gonna rub in, it's not gonna sit there, and it's not going to show up. So, and they're easy to apply. This one, as you will see, I usually kind of bend my nails back like this, squirt it on, and then rub it in. And this one I like to sit in my bed, and I also used to take it to my job and have it at my desk. And if my nails looked dry or crusty, I should just kind of brush it on and just sit there and just kind of massage it and be talking to people or whatever. So this one's really convenient because it can travel with you. It's smaller and it has a brush. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go where you put it. So love, love, love these two down, but you definitely want to hydrate that nail bed and then take that oil and rub it down into the finger as well, which is giving your skin a little bit more moisture, because that for the winter, the cold weather, is what it's all about. The next thing and last thing that I like to do in this winter cold weather, keep them from being crusty hand routine, is I like to double moisturize. Much like we double wash when we're taking showers, I like to double, triple moisturize. So I will use some kind of super moisturizing lotion. Like this one I'm going to pop up. I no longer have it because my mom has it, but that one you can use and it's really good. Doesn't leave your skin greasy and pretty hydrating. And then my other favorite is this shea butter and cocoa one from Bath and Body Works. I love this lotion down. It is so moisturizing. I literally have these everywhere. I keep one in my car, one in my purse, one in my nightstand. They are everywhere. I love this one. This tube goes a very long way. If you can see, it is very thick, and man, guys, it is so moisturizing. I could probably use this amount on both my hands and my arms. It is very, very thick, but it's not going to leave a greasy film behind when you get done. But I really, really love how moisturizing it is and how it makes my skin feel when I'm done. Of course, again, because it is so thick, oh, it has such a creamy, coconutty, like shea buttery coconut smell mixed together. If you like cocoa butter, think cocoa butter with a bunch of coconut on top. It smells really, really good. So definitely drop by there and get these. I often get these for free because I sign up for the Bath and Body Works rewards program, and then you can go get a free item. And so I will pick these up, but they are $8.95 without getting them free. So very moisturizing and hydrating. My hands stay creamy for a long, long time. I really like them, and they're handy. They can fit in your pocket. They can fit in your purse easily, anywhere. So double moisturize is the last thing I do when I get done. Even though I put my cuticle oil on, I go back and hydrate these hands. And then, guys, for the most part, I am done with my actual day or night skincare routine. Now I want to talk to you about some of the extra things that I do to take care of my hands in the interim of doing my hand skin routine. Okay, beauties, we've talked about the A to Z of how to get these hands moisturized, soft, supple, more youthful looking, all of the things. So I have a few extras that I want to talk about here at the end to kind of just zhuzh up the hand routine. Let's talk about, like, first of all, a hand massage, because we just talked about double moisturizing. So I know it's something we don't often think about, but hand massages are good for the hands and the fingers and the well-being of your hands as well. If you type a lot, if you do hair, you're doing the same repetitive routine every day, then a hand massage is going to be good. You can do them yourself, and when I'm putting on my lotion, sometimes I just sit and just kind of like rub and massage from the base of my hand finger all the way to the tip on each fingertip. You can actually Google like finger and hand massages on yourself. And so I will just massage and just get the tension and stress out of my fingers all the way to my fingertips. And I will do that every time I double moisturize. Some people think just popping your knuckles is enough, but that has nothing to do with your tired, achy hands. Even soaking your hands in Epsom salt that's for the achy body, I will pop some of that up that I have. That is even good to do, again, especially if you do a repetitive job, anything where you work at a plant or doing hair or doing nails or something, anything where it's the same thing. Also, they have these places that do massages on hand and feet. Go get you a hand massage. Sometimes I think it's like $20-$30. It's not much at all. If you don't want to do it yourself, go get it done. Used to be when you went and got your nails done, they used to actually do hand massages. Now they've gotten so lazy and just want to kick you in and out that they ain't massage nothing. So go and get you one. Get you, if you have a guy friend, to do it, or if you're doing your own, just while you're sitting there watching TV, just kind of massaging your own fingers. Soak them in some warm Epsom salt water in one of those little basins for a while, and then pat them dry and moisturize, and just sit and just rub and massage those hands and fingers all the way to the fingertip. Not only are you getting that moisture locked into the skin, but you're also massaging those tired, achy fingers. So don't forget to do a good massage or invest in a massage, and make sure they concentrate on those pretty hands. Now we're talking about those nails, honey. Much like the toenails that we talked about in the fall feet, we are going to talk about a little bit of nail fun. Now, a lot of ladies are able to sit at home in front of the TV with one of those little dinner trays and do their own nails. It's becoming more and more popular. Now they have the Gel X and some fly press-on nails, honey. Love me some press-on nails. We're coming back to that. But just being able to shape your nails, sit down and cut your cuticles with the cuticle oil, which I showed in my last video. You can buy it off of Amazon. I will link it too. But putting some cuticle oil around there and clipping your cuticles, if you're good at that, I suck, but you might be good. And then just buffing your nail out, shaping your regular nail, or cutting them down, doing your cuticles. Sorry guys, there's something distracting outside. Shaping them, buffing them, cutting your cuticles, doing your cuticle oil and oiling up your cuticles. And then if you've cut them down, you can apply some press-on nails. I'm going to show you my favorite press-on nails here in the corner. I get them from Ulta. Love, love, love the Bare Nude nail collection. When I do wear press-ons, that's my favorite one. I have kind of wider nail beds, and so it's the one that I have found that has the wide nail beds included in there, and you get so many. You can do about 2 whole sets off that one box of nails. So love them down. I get compliments on them when I wear them. They're easy to put on, so definitely check those out if you're a press-on girl naily or you just don't want to go to the shop. I have been going to the shop getting my nails done. They are growing out, but I have been going and getting them done. So if you're that kind of girly, then I will have her clip my cuticles, and then when I get done, I will oil them myself when I get in the car. I will lotion usually after she gets done, and then I'll get home and put oil and massage the oil in myself. So don't forget about that. And also, we want to protect our hands, and so you need some of these UV light protectant gloves. Got these off of Amazon, and these are for DIY nails at home. These are for when you go to the nail salon. I need to do better taking them with me, because I always forget them when I go to see her, because she does always use that little lamp and she never has these. And so I need to do better with popping these in my purse and taking them with. So you put them on, and they almost look like those Halloween cat gloves we used to use back in the day, or some Freddy Krueger gloves, girl. But you put them on, and they're supposed to be made out of a material that helps that UV light not get to your skin and age your skin. I mean, we don't know what all those lights are doing to our skin. It could be giving us some kind of cancerous cell, stuff into our body or whatever. But I do know that lighting ages your hands. And so it is just a protectant for your hands that you put up under those gel heat lamps, whether you're at home doing your own Gel X nails, or you're going to the salon, definitely invest in these to protect the moisture, to protect your skin from getting, you know, old and crepey, and because we don't know what all that lighting is doing to our body. So definitely get you a pair of these. If you're not a nail girly and you're not going to do Gel X, go to the salon, get the press-ons, and you're just like, girl, I don't need all that. I just want to paint my nails. I said this in my foot one, OPI. That is my favorite brand, hands down. And then glitter. I love glitter polish. Y'all, I actually found this one glitter, and I will link it, put a little screenshot. This glitter company online, which it is like not around here, so that's always scary because you don't want to be putting your information everywhere. But when I tell you it's the most beautiful glitters you can almost buy in any kind of brand. So far I haven't seen a glitter not work except for in like the little kitty brands. But glitter is an always good staple. You can put it on. It is forgiving because you almost can't mess up. You can put as much as you like, as little as you like. It's easy to get from around the nail bed. And people cannot tell when it starts chipping. It almost acts like a gel polish because it dries on so well that they often think it's gel and want to charge you extra. So it is a good polish to have around to just throw on really quickly when you just need something on your nails. But if you're going to go for an actual polish, I love OPI. That's just what I've always used. I like how it goes on. I like how it dries. It's not streaky. You do pay a little bit more for it, but it's because it self-settles. You don't have to do a whole lot to it to get it to be smooth. So OPI for me, and mostly glitter. I don't even use the OPI as much. If I'm gonna go for something, I'm gonna go for a glitter because I can put it on real quick and look finished in 2.5 seconds. Don't have to worry about smudging it, smushing it, the color being uneven, it looking wonky. It just does its own thing. So keep that in mind for the girlies that are not into the nails. If you are into the press-on nails, they sell them everywhere. I mean, Etsy, Shein, Temu, Amazon, anywhere, literally. So definitely look out for, definitely look out for that if you are a nail girly but don't want nails. Another side thing that I do every now and then, that's not an everyday thing for me, but we did talk about earlier how I will get like the darker knuckles, sometimes darker here, sometimes darker here. I notice I get that mostly too when I'm driving. And so my hands, especially in the summer, I'm in Texas, we get brutal heat, okay, brutal sun, brutal. It literally has melted off my car mount, my phone mount thing many times. The heat is intense. And so if you're driving, and I do drive a lot because honey, we stay on the go, I notice my hands, especially my knuckles, and the areas that are already a little bit darker will get a little bit darker. And so I like to go in with something like this, and I've been using this brand for quite a while. This is a new one that I'm going to be using because this one says it has encapsulated retinol in it and hyaluronic acid and all of that in it, and it's for dark spots and texture, and I feel like I have both. My skin is very textured and it has dark spots. So if you have that issue like me, and I'm gonna say it's hereditary because my mom's hands look like this, and now that I'm older, my hands are starting to look like this, which is even more of a reason to do this routine to kind of help your hands stay as youthful as they can. But I will use this on my hands, specifically concentrating on the darker spots. So literally, I will take this and put a dab on each knuckle and rub it in. This is how small the tube is here. And it does have a little pump on it. Now that's new for me because the other one was just a like squeeze out. This is going to be even easier because I can just squeeze it on each knuckle and rub it in. I like it. Okay, Ambi. Okay, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna try this guy out and see how this works. But I have used the Ambi fading cream before, and again I put it on there, and while I'm watching TV I just sit there and just kind of rub it in, and I have seen a difference when I do it. Also use it on my neck as well and wherever else. But since we're talking about hands, let me not go off on a tangent, girl. Stay on topic. I will rub it in those dark spots and my age spots or whatever. And then next thing I know, they're back to their normal color. So definitely doing that. And then right after that, it's going to be important that you remember to put on sunscreen. Now, this is hard for me because I wash my hands so much. Y'all, I'm a baby germaphobe. I'm not lying. It is a problem. I use so much sanitizer and I wash my hands so much that sometimes it seems pointless to do the things we should do. But it's no excuse. If you know you're about to go out, you're about to be out all day shopping, out all day driving, out at the park, whatever it is, putting a little sunscreen on your hands so that when you're driving, you're not being counterproductive and undoing this with the sun. Number one, the sun is damaging for the skin to a great degree. And two, if I'm doing this to lighten it and I'm not protecting it, it's gonna go back to what it was. And so you have to do both. And a lot of times, because of the ingredients in this kind of stuff, you don't want to not use sunscreen. I think it could be bad. So, because I always hear about people using retinol and needing to use sunscreen and protect it with it, and being very careful with the things they use with it as well. So definitely buy you some sunscreen. I just use any kind of sunscreen, guys. I don't think they make sunscreen specifically for hands like they do the lips and the face and all of that. Just any sunscreen that you have, put some sunscreen on to protect your job that you're doing, to keep them youthful and, you know, even toned, as well as protecting them from the sun. Okay, ladies, and the last two things. One, if you are someone that does services, a lash tech, a esthetician, anything like that that deals with the face painter, or anything that deals with the face, you know, a makeup artist, this is not so much hygiene as it is a courtesy, but we're gonna throw it in there anyway because we're talking about the hands. And stinky hands are no good, girl. I have had my lashes done, my face done. I've had so many things done with people with smelly hands. So like cigarette hands, you can tell one girl had been eating some onions. And then one girl, her hands just didn't smell fresh. And to me, it just made me think of like, she must have worked on so many different clients' faces and stuff, and maybe even touching her phone and then coming straight to my face without washing or sanitizing, and I can smell it. And so there is this silver bar of soap that I recently learned about that I wanted to just talk about since we're talking about hands, that you must invest in. And if you are a person that loves to cook at home, it still could be very useful for you, because who wants your own hands to be smelling like onions? You know, if you're like me, I love to go to Whataburger, and baby, those onions those onions are times 59. Okay, they are very, very strong. You drop one, you're gonna smell it for days. Nobody wants onion hands. And so if you wash your hands with this bar of soap, it is supposed to help remove the smell from your hands. I've heard other things too, such as like lemon juice and all kinds of different remedies. But I just did want to share this bar of soap. I'm definitely going to be getting me one because me and my daughter love to do recipes and we love Whataburger. So I will be getting one of those. Definitely want to encourage you to get one too if you are in any of those professions or if you like to cook. Just so that, you know, we're taking care of our hands, making them pretty and smooth and all the things, and your nails looking good, but your hands stink. We got to do something with that. So definitely check out this bar soap. It's not really a bar soap, but it's shaped like a bar soap to take the smell off of those fingers. Last but not least, ladies, just the setup of doing this. Remember that you can do this in the shower. Most of this, especially like the cleaning and the scrubbing and all of that, you can do in the shower. I will often, and you can also do it in the bathroom if you have a nice bathroom and it's comfortable in there for you. You can go in the restroom and do it over, you know, with the sink. She's lazy, so I like to sit down. And so I will often get one of those dinner folding tables. I've gone to Walmart and bought those little bitty basins that you can buy. They're usually gray or black, and sit down at the table, have all of your stuff next to you. And I might do the washing part in the bathroom, or I might put water in the washing bin in the bin and do it there. And I sit down and I just intentionally do all of my stuff. And with that, I'm encouraging you to like turn on a good movie, light a candle, have you a glass of water, lemonade, beer, wine, coffee, tea, whatever it is that makes you feel good, that you love to drink. Have that beside you. Have you on your comfy, cute clothes, you know, your hair up out of your way, and really home in on this and treat yourself and really take your time with each process and be super intentional at what you're doing for yourself. So just wanted to encourage you with that, and to know like there's no right or wrong with how or where you do it. I was at my mom's house doing mine in her kitchen sink as I talked to her. You can do it in your bathroom sink. You can do it in the shower. You can do it sitting in front of your TV at home. But just make it a nice, comfortable, cozy space with, you know, no interruptions. Honey, my phone went on D&D because I wasn't trying to hear it. And take care of yourself and be good to those hands. Hey girlies, beauties, sugars, it's done. We done. We got these hands together. Now we got these feet and these hands together. I don't know what's next, honey, but something else is coming. We got to get the whole everything together. But I hope this satisfied the requests for a hand routine. And my hands feel soft right now. And yeah, you're gonna love it. You're going to love it, okay? And you better come back here and let me know that you love it. And if you like these tips, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment if you have any tips on what you like to use or what you do, or if this helped you or you're gonna try some of these. If you get some of the products, do let me know how you like them. If you are not part of the Journey fam, because I did forget to introduce this video, what's up to my Journey fam? Thank you for everybody who has joined me recently. If you're not a part of it, girl, where you been? What you waiting on? If I am your vibe, then go ahead and hit subscribe. You're going to love it over here, because I love my people and I think they love me too. Anyways, girl, I will see you in the next video. I hope this has helped. I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season so far, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bye. Get those hands together.